Today we have something that everybody is gonna love.
Hey, what are we working on?
Today we are talking about the Flaka.
You ready to do the Flaka?
Oh, have fun.
All right. Maybe not for everybody, but today you're gonna love it. Let's talk about the Flaka.
Thank you guys so much for tuning back. We got such an awesome one today. Unfortunately, Kelly didn't want to be a part of this because she's still working on the Flaka, but today we're gonna go over one of Gwen's favorite tricks, one of my tricks that I'm still struggling with, I get from time to time, but we're really gonna break it down, the Flaka. It's the 180, 360.
Yeah, there is actually another name I think for it, which is the
360.
Hillside 360 air or air 360 or something like that. But the key one is you have to do like
4 billion.
Like so many. The other key is you might break some wing, so you should go check out our video how to fix your wing. And then like, yeah, it takes time. So let's get into it, and there is like stages from, you know, easier to more advanced and some variation, and we are definitely still working on it. But the first way to do it, which is the easiest, is basically barely coming off the water. You know, like your foil is coming off that much of the water. You are taking off straight, your board is straight into the wind, and in the air you're only gonna do a 180 rotation. So your board is gonna go in the air from, you pop straight into the wind, go 180, your board lands totally downwind, your wing is still, you are still twisted at this point, and that's when you touch the water that you force the wing through the wind. You wanna try to keep it flat as much as possible. So as I'm landing and I'm twisted and it's time to like now force the wing through it, that's when with my backhand it feels like punching. We talked about it before when people sometimes like catch the wingtip and you punch with your backhand. That is that same principle where you're gonna punch and that's gonna make your wing rotate through the wind. That would be the first variation, and I would say you need to work on that until you get it super dialed, until you can land like 90% of them like that. Before you start thinking, I wanna get more air, I wanna do the full rotation in the air, and I want to flip the wing totally flat into the wind like backwind, mid-air. So to get, you know, like basically that would be your starting point, and then which is now I'm trying to like just go higher and do more of the rotation in the air, and that means that I'm taking off not anymore like so straight into the wind. Sometimes I'm actually just cracking off downwind and I pop right there, and that will help me do the full rotation in the air, and then maybe like putting the wing like a bit more into the wind. I'm not quite there yet. We actually like I was filming like I got a clip of Titouan Galea in Hood River last summer, and we're gonna put it right here. That is the goal of ending to this kind of rotation. He was doing it in light wind. He pops straight up and then flips the wing backwind in the air. But to get there, you have to take it step by step. And really, to me, the key is you have to do it so many times. I mean, maybe Titouan didn't have to do it so many times, but like we do. So
I'm still working on it. But some of my best tips for everybody out there is, one, just like Gwen said, just start with that simple little 180. It doesn't have to be huge. But one really important one that helped me was every time I was doing the 180, I noticed when you jump, you kind of want to leave that, you know, you leave your foil, you want to jump. So everybody's, what a lot of the mistakes are, everybody always leaves at an angle like this. And you spin your 180, but you're already almost going to fall because you're at an angle, right? So the more level you can kind of get yourself, the more I can be centered when I just do the 180, to then, if I can get that wing level, I can spin that around easier as well. Because if I'm hanging on that wing and I'm at an angle, you may be level with your wing, but I'm at an angle, so no matter what, the wind's catching it. So remember, your body position matters a lot. So if I'm really at an angle, it's gonna be hard. So So when you leave the water, just, you know, that's why Gwen said those little baby jumps. It's true, every time I try to do the big massive ones, I start going more at an angle. So when I try to bring my wing around, that's just getting blasted and I always end up crashing, versus if I just go nice little tiny flat 180s. And if you look at Tituan, he's so vertical, it's insane to where the wing is just like whoop, whoop,
he
whoop.
just pops straight up, stays very vertical, and spin like that. So that's the goal. Another key point, which is also a game changer if you're trying to do this, is ride a bigger board.
Yep.
I actually, like, what was a game changer to really like progress a lot more like quickly was
Bigger board?
I went out on a 90-liter board. And that's what I was using, and that was a game changer, where before I was using a sinker board.
But you could use a smaller wing.
So that's the key. You go with a bigger board because one, is gonna make your landing easier, and then two, now you can ride a smaller wing because you don't, like, if compared to if you would be on a sinker board. So let's say on a sinker board, maybe I would have to be on a 5, and now I can be on a 3 or a 4 or 3-5, which it's gonna make being on a smaller wing is gonna make every move so much easier. We also want to say that, you know, like doing a Flaka on a 6-meter wing and a 5-meter wing is a lot harder than doing it on a 4 or a 3. So don't be overpowered. Try to ride the smallest wing you can. Have enough volume so when you land, you are not sinking like a rock. And yeah, just ride the
Start
smallest
your
wing.
180 small. It's hard, people. It's hard.
It's a never-ending process, but that's the cool thing about it, is, like, you know, from the basic one to the more advanced one, it's almost feels like there's always something you can work toward. So that's the cool thing.
And a really important point is, look, people, just because you get it one day, the next day you may not get it again. The day after that, you may get it, you may not get it. It's kind of one of those tricks that can happen like that, especially when you change wing conditions, you change wing sizes. So just know that, don't get frustrated. Look, it's one of those things that you can build into, and just, you'll have it, it'll come better and better and better and better.
Yeah, so drop in the comments, you know, how the process is going for you, if there is anything that has been helping you, and even drop maybe, like, if you got it dialed and now you are working on something else, give us some ideas on what's next. That's also a question that people ask, is like, you know, okay, what's next after the Flaka? I do feel like, you know, there is so much you can do with the Flaka. It's kind of like the base movement, and you can take it so far. Like, now people are doing like double rotation, so like it's almost like unlimited how much you can work on it before you truly master it and you are bored of it. So, but if there is another move you like, drop the comment, let us know, and we'll try it. Damien is gonna go try it.
We're always gonna leave on a good note. Today, here's my one for everybody. Look, your spouse, your loved one, your family member, whoever it is that's around your life a lot, and maybe you're alone, it's okay. What I would say is, whoever's somewhat close to you, I want you to make it a point to say something nice to them, to give them a card, to write them a letter, to tell them you love them, to give them a hug, whatever it is, because a lot of times these people that are the closest to you, you don't show that grateful or that thankfulness or that all that love that they show every day. Sometimes it's always only the issues you remember that's going on in your relationships or your problems at home. So just that extra little mile, look, they're there for you. They're always, no matter good and bad, sometimes it's those little things that'll mean a lot. So always just go out there. I want you to say I love you, or write a letter.
Yeah.
People don't even do that anymore.
I mean, often what we do is, you know, we wait until
there's a problem.
or like, you know, like,
Valentine's Day.
yeah,
Or
or
you
like
miss their birthday.
until we are apart, and then that's when we realize, you know, dang, you know what, like, I miss you. I should have, you know, like, try to like say it even when everything is, you know, maybe
It's
going
good.
well, or
Yeah.
everything is normal, like, you know.
I like you, Gwen.
He said that because I'm about to go to Idaho for the summer, so.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know.
Now he's gonna tell me every 5 minutes. But don't wait, just say it on a daily basis. You know, whenever everything is going well, be grateful for what you have when you have it.
Don't leave any comments. We're not doing any more videos. He's leaving. I'm over it. Look, we love you guys. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments. We're out. When I'm doing that Flaka, do you ever just wish that you could just have sunglasses on?
I mean, that's the thing is, since what was a game changer for me is having the Tajima direct lenses. I can see so much better, which allows me to spot my landing. And now I had a scratch in my sunglasses and I replaced with Tajima direct and it's game changer.
When I did a Flaka, the scratch came out.
I did the Flaka, I started with all lens, I landed, it was the Tajima direct lenses. It's that
quick.
It's that quick. So if you have a scratch on your sunglasses, don't throw them away. Go check out tajimadirect.com. You can replace your lenses and it's the best lenses ever.
Prescription, old frames, it doesn't matter. They'll cut it to spec and they'll have it to you the next day. It's awesome. You will never look back.
Check it out, tajimadirect.com.